So the last video ended with me just critiquing university in general, education system in general. Okay, so I've spoken to many people who can bitch about this stuff, who can whine about this stuff, who can give me detailed explanations about why school sucks and why the system sucks and blah 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 blah. But what are we gonna do about it? Part of me doesn't know. Part of me knows that the best thing I can do is to get myself together to really move forward with my life. But in terms of really creating change in our education system, in our psychology department, in U Ottawa, in university in general, that's a tough one. I mean, there needs to be a mix of, I guess, activism, students standing up not just by themselves but together, really demanding from these schools, which is supposed to give us an education, demanding from them that they do better, that they give us more, that they change their system in order to provide a better all-round education for us. Not just enabling us to get a degree and to get a job, but also enabling us to gain the skills, the knowledge, and the perspectives that can help us really make a difference in this world. Because I think in the end, that's what I want. That's what a lot of people want. I mean, obviously we all want good careers, we all want money, but I want to see some real change in the world. Like I got into the field of psychology so I could get into healing, so I can get into helping people. And I found that so little of what I did in my undergraduate degree is based on that. I mean, a lot of psychology, obviously, when you look at the studies, they're all there to make the human experience better, but it's such a bureaucratic system that the change happens so slowly. And even the undergraduate degree in general is just such a long-winded theory, knowledge regurgitation process that I've concluded that in 4 years I could have been doing so much more with my time and my life and my energy. All the energy that I put into studying, I could have been doing so much more. I could have been learning about counseling. I could have been learning about group motivational techniques. I could have been learning about meditation. I could have been doing so much more. And for 4 years and for the $40,000 that I paid, I feel that I should have gotten a lot more. And I think it's so plain to see that an undergraduate degree is just not that helpful in general. It's just sort of like a big hazing ritual that gives you this paper that doesn't mean much. It gives you access to the next piece of paper that you need to get, which is your master's, which kind of means something, and then gives you access to something that means a little bit more, pretty substantial, which is your PhD, and then blah, 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 blah. It keeps moving on, But I really think that for the time and effort that I put in, I could have gotten more. So I really like to see the school system change in a more drastic and large-scale way. What change can I make? I mean, this video that me and Jen created is our way of expressing ourselves and speaking out about what we think is important for our education. And yeah, I mean, that's one way that I can change it is by creating this video, by talking to my professors about what's important to me, how I want to be treated, how I want to be taught. Obviously, you have to find a middle way. You can't demand that everything be your way. There has to be a middle ground. I think that the professors and the department has a lot to offer in terms of knowledge, but I think we also have a lot to offer as students, as people who have had meaningful life experiences. And there needs to be some kind of process, or maybe some kind of large student union or student federation that's devoted to balancing out the curriculum based on the students' needs, the professionals' needs, and also based on sort of a consciousness that makes education about enlightenment and about bettering the world in a direct, efficient way, not just in a way that makes you collect a bunch of papers and a bunch of degrees I don't think that's the right way. That for me is a waste of time, a waste of money, and a money making scheme. We're sort of just like this. We're sort of like it's sort of like a farm, you know. This capitalistic system exists in a certain way, and universities just are mills for people to gain knowledge so that they can be fit back into this capitalistic system. Capitalism and democracy are great. It's probably the best thing that we have right now, but we need to be critical, and we need to keep thinking about the way we're learning, the way we're living, and stop being so selfish and stop being so caught up in just surviving, and also think about the world as a whole, the environment, the future of our children. Wow, I feel like I'm rambling. But no, I just it's something very difficult to talk about because it involves us looking critically at everything from the everyday classes we go to what we fill our day with, to what contribution we're making by the jobs that we do, the careers that we choose, by the actions that we take. Um, I think university should be primarily about, or education in general should be about promoting more conscious, aware, conscientious people, using their creativity, promoting their strengths and their talents to benefit the world at large in a better way. And I think that's what the most important thing is. I think we need to put humanity back into education and really make education about helping the world and helping each other and being able to express ourselves in a creative way and being able to give back. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about the education system. Yeah.